Actually, it's very high.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back. We're talking Halloween. We all saw the same movie this time, so we're gonna have opinions to talk about.
Yeah, we are, and we can all talk about it without being too obscure about it.
Yeah, there we go. That's good.
And it's a pretty simple movie, so we can't really.
Yeah, if you don't know Halloween, it's basically a slasher film. This crazy guy puts on a mask, a William Shatner mask, and kills a bunch of people.
It's William Shatner?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, they don't say that in the movie.
Yeah.
No, it's just like...
That's what they found.
What'd you guys think?
I think we should start with the guy who's not into scary movies.
Yeah, so I am a
baby.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Big old baby.
Big old baby.
I'm okay with it. Like I don't really like horror movies. I will never go out of my way to see a horror movie.
Unless you have to review.
Unless I have to review one, which I did today or yesterday.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it a lot. Like it's like a thriller almost. It's not like I'm gonna have nightmares about this type deal. So if you're not into horror movies, when you don't mind really bad violence or like super violence,
No, I don't think people that are not into horror movies are gonna like this.
Yeah, no, not at all. Okay, let me rephrase that.
Could you take your grandma to go see it, Zach?
No.
Okay.
Do not take your grandma to see this movie.
Unless your grandma is
loves
horror
too.
movies.
It was fun. It was really dumb, but it's like it was written by Danny McBride, which like you can kind of tell, and like whenever there's lulls in the action, like there's funny conversations. And
Yeah, and it was directed by David Gordon Green, who
Little
was
Rock native.
born in Little Rock, but probably didn't live here.
I think he moved to Texas very quickly. But there's also a cool Arkansas company in there too. You didn't catch it.
I
Did you
didn't
see
catch
it.
No.
No, West Rock Coffee makes an appearance
Oh, yeah.
once or twice.
That's okay.
just a little nod to.
So you see the
his
elephant, yeah. So you thought you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it for what it was. Like I don't
Did
really
you get scared at all? Were there any times that you were?
It was more like anticipation. Like I hate jump scares, not because they're scary, because I find them obnoxious. Like especially nowadays, where like there's a jump scare and like there's a loud scream afterwards, and it's just loud. Like this one, like it was like I was scared because of the tension, not because of like spookiness. Like
Which is very Halloween-esque anyways.
yeah, because I've seen the first one. I haven't seen any of the other ones.
That's fine because this one totally erases everything else.
It's a direct sequel to the original one, and they actually poke fun at the other sequels, where like in a throwaway line where she's like, "Oh, everything else is just made up stories."
But at the same time, it's like why did you have to do that?
Yeah.
Because some of the corny ones are good for that reason.
And I think I really enjoyed watching the movie in the theaters. It is like, if you're gonna see it, you need to see it on a Friday night or on Halloween night with just a packed crowd, because that's the best way to watch this movie. But I'm struggling to I love the original Halloween, but this one, it just feels like it could have been any movie. It could have been a sequel to The Town That Dreaded Sundown, you know, it's just, I feel like these characters aren't the characters that we met 40 years ago. You know, like Michael, this movie is brutal.
Oh yeah.
It is. At times it's gross. So you're like, ugh, yucky. You know, but
I've never seen someone stabbed to the throat so much in my life.
Yes. and the idea that like Michael is just a killing machine, and it's like they said, you know what? Forget all the other movies except for the fact that Michael's a crazy person, you know, which he is a crazy person, but he just kills so many people in this movie, and sometimes for no reason. And
there was so many times like, what was the point of that?
And I think that's what made Halloween so scary for me when I first saw it, was that this dude just finds 3 random girls and follows them. I mean, the first half of the movie is him just driving around, following these 3 people, mostly following Lori, and then decide, and they're all like right there. They're all on the same street. This movie just feels like it wanted to be so big and so crazy, and it kind of pulls it down. It's still really entertaining for me, but it doesn't feel like a Halloween movie. The most Halloween part about it is Michael and Lori, and then John Carpenter's score.
It was trying to be the original movie. Like it tapped into the nostalgia, but a lot. Well,
there was a few scenes where
it's a lot of nostalgia, and it's like, like you said, Mike Myers doesn't feel like Mike Myers. He feels like Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. I was gonna say it feels like Austin Powers. You know, and it's cool that Jamie Lee Curtis came back and then she was like, "I got guns and I'm ready."
She was,
but
cool.
I don't think she earns that.
If they had explained it better,
Yeah.
I would have felt like more connected to her and like, oh yeah, she's gonna kill this dude.
And I wanted her to be the new Loomis. And she kind of is at times, but I wanted it to be like she's looking for Michael, not looking for her granddaughter, because she has no idea that he's even found her. I mean, Michael would have no idea. Like in my dream Halloween sequel, of course.
The tonal shifts in this movie are like, I respect Danny McBride, and he's a great comedian.
Yeah.
But the tonal shifts in this movie just they didn't work for me. So I mean, I guess it's an okay movie.
Can we talk about the weird throwaway lines? There was a line that the doctor said where, everyone lock your doors, I'm a doctor.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know if that was supposed to be funny or not.
I think a lot of some of the bad lines were intentional.
Yeah.
Because, like everyone loves and respects and reveres the first Halloween, but there are like John Carpenter.
Yeah.
He's not that great of a scriptwriter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pieces between the lines that make John Carpenter's movies great, and like the commentary on society that makes his movies great. So sometimes you get, like in They Live, you get a lot of hokey dialogue, but that's what, it's like the stuff in between that makes it great, and then the lines make it better. So they were trying to go for that similar thing. They just kind of, it's kind of just like try to hit a home run and someone caught the ball right before.
Yeah, and I just don't know what to think. Like, was that supposed to be funny, or am I supposed to weird it out?
Again, it's not a bad movie.
It's super well made.
I disagree. I think I would put it as a bad movie. Like technically, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Soundtrack's great, but I just didn't like. I didn't care about anything until like the last 30 minutes where it got like super tense.
Can we talk about the last 30 minutes? Like,
it was good.
This movie's not scary. It's not like, and even what you were saying, it's suspenseful, but I feel like I didn't really feel that tension until the end.
Yeah. And then it just clobbers you. Like, it's 30 minutes where you're just like, oh man, like what's gonna happen?
On a scale of Halloween movies, what would you rate it?
Well, Halloween 2 is good. Of course the first Halloween is iconic and the best. I have a love-hate relationship with Halloween H2O, or 20 Years Later, whatever, like whatever that title is. So I feel like it's that for me. Like it's
meh.
It's a movie, and I enjoy watching it, like turning it on and like doing 50 other things around Halloween, but it's definitely not like the best one. I don't even know if it's the second best one. Like, a lot of people are saying it's right. I mean, it's like Halloween and this Halloween, but I don't think so. So it's like H2O for me.
That's pretty much how I feel. Where I've only seen the first one, but this is a movie that I'm never gonna watch again. There's like one shot where it's like a 5-minute sequence shot. I'll watch it for that, even though it's completely pointless.
Also watch it for that's what it's cool, but it's pointless. Also watch it for there's a cool motion light scene. I thought that was
clever.
That was fun.
Yeah. There's certain situations that are really clever and fun, but I'm never gonna watch it again. I'm gonna forget about it in a week.
That's gonna go on the back of the DVD. Cool but pointless.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
J.D. Roberts. It's fun to watch in parts, but mostly it's just like I didn't enjoy watching it. Is it the curse of Michael Myers?
No, I think 4 is the curse. No, 4 is the return.
I'll just say Halloween
Revenge.
5. It's Halloween 5.
It's the one that's not Paul Rudd?
It is.
No, it is the one with Paul Rudd. Yeah.
I googled that one.
He takes the baby.
That's right.
Yeah. With like Freddy and Jason, they've explained it so much that they're supernatural.
Yeah.
Whereas Michael Myers is like, I guess he's supernatural. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out.
It's his hate that drives. I think that's kind of saying, like, it's his love of the game, the love of the kill.
Yeah,
him needing
that's
to kill
what's keeping
Laurie.
him going.
He's the LeBron James of.
He just won't
He is
stop.
the LeBron James of horror. You're so right.
The LeBron James.
Next week.
Who's the Larry Bird of horror?
I don't know. Anyways, next
Chucky.
week.
There we go.
Yeah,
All
Chucky. Yeah. Next week, you guys are gonna talk with a special guest about other horror movies or Halloween movies.
Yes.
Yeah, just
And
more Halloween.
there's some hot takes in there, and I gotta say,
there's some opinions.
I think it's a good episode.
And then comment about. Never mind.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See ya. Bye.
Un esercito di pro